Hello, Cheryl here, the No Sugar Coach. Today is day 73 of my carnivore experiment. Today, I want to talk to you about the concepts of triggers, urges, and cravings in the context of food addiction. What are triggers? A trigger is something that reminds you of a habit or a behavior like eating sugar and junk food. A trigger can come from inside of you, like feelings of being sad or bored or stressed or even really happy. A trigger can also come from, around you, like being in a certain place, maybe hearing a particular song or being with certain people. A trigger can come from situations. Maybe it's at a birthday party where everyone is into the chips and the birthday cake, or it's a time of day, like when you used to zone out with popcorn in front of the TV at night. And triggers are basically little reminders that wake up the urge to do something you're trying really, really hard to stop doing. So, what are urges? Well, an urge is the feeling that comes after a trigger. It's like a strong nudge in your brain that says, just do it. Just do it. Now, it could look like this. You see someone at the donut store and they're dunking their donut in their cup of coffee. There's your trigger. It makes your mouth salivate and you feel an urge to get a donut too. It's not a super intense urge, but it's hard to ignore. Your brain is busy trying to justify why you should do this, and it will push you toward getting the donut. So, how is that different from a craving? Well, the craving is when the urge gets really, really strong. It's like your brain and body kind of work together as a new entity, and it's screaming at you to get the donut. Cravings will make you think about the donut non-stop. It will make you feel uncomfortable and restless. You may even experience some anxiety. Sometimes your heart may race, and you could even break out into a sweat. Now, take heart because cravings don't last forever. It just feels like it. They come and go in waves, and all you have to do is learn to ride out the waves without giving in. Because if you give in, then it makes it much more difficult. So, the cravings do pass, and it doesn't take that long. So, let's do a recap. How is all this connected? First comes the trigger, something that reminds you of the donut. Then you feel an urge to get the donut. It's just a little nudge. Then the urge grows into a craving, which is the all consuming desire for the donut that feels really, really hard to resist. So, how do you cope with all of this? Well, you try to avoid the triggers by staying out of places that sell donuts. That would be a good idea. Or, or even keeping away from people that are food pushers, people, who will bring you donuts. Distract yourself by going for a walk or singing or dancing to a favorite tune or try doodling or meditation. Just do something enjoyable to take your mind off the donut. Talk it out. Tell a supportive friend what's going on, or talk to your coach or your counselor about what you're going through. Breathe and wait, right? Take a deep cleansing breath and remind yourself that cravings will not last forever. They will pass if you don't give in. Now, how can the carnivore diet help you with cravings management? Well, the carnivore diet eliminates your exposure to triggering foods, so that's a big bonus. It also stabilizes your blood sugar levels, so your energy doesn't, plummet or skyrocket throughout the day. So when your energy is stable, it provides a much less triggering environment. If you're going from sugar highs to sugar lows, that can be very triggering. So, whether you choose to follow the carnivore diet or some other low carb diet, if you have an addiction to sugar and processed carbs, you may indeed experience triggers, urges, and cravings when you make the big change. So, it's understandable that anytime you change your way of eating that you may experience these sorts of things. So, if you need help getting through it all, contact me and we'll set up a free discovery call. It's just about 20 minutes to find out how I can best help you. Try some of the suggestions that I've provided. Anytime you have any questions, of course, you can contact me. I've got my contact information in the notes below. So that's it for me today. Eat well, be kind to yourself, and keep a smile on your face. Bye bye.